basically, on the basis of the question, my first question is with Mr. Arpan Jindal. That is related to the farm to table. So my question will be, it's related to, is farm to table realistically achievable for restaurants in larger city? Do you really think?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks, Ashita, for the question. Yes, I surely believe that farm to table concept is both realistic and sustainable, especially in the metro cities in India. It's a concept, it is growing worldwide in countries like America, Australia, European countries. So it is very much prevalent in India also right now, and it is growing. And it would be great if more and more restaurants could adopt this model, farm to table. Also, I want to add that in this concept, everyone has an advantage. See, the consumer is getting an advantage that it is getting a healthier food. Farmer is getting good price for its product. It is supporting the local economy. Also, the restaurant owner, he is getting good food for his restaurant. It increases the shelf life of the food products. But there are some challenges. The biggest challenge is this in this concept is, I think it is logistics and supply chain. We all can believe that purchasing food products from the mandi is very cheap and very convenient. So biggest challenge in this concept is logistics and supply chain. I think many food aggregators companies like Ninja Cart, Farmlink, they are doing this in metro cities. I don't remember much of the companies right now, but these companies are doing these things. So we can involve a food aggregator company. They surely can help in this concept. They can provide value like cold chain, traceability, batch code details, and these all. So I think as a whole, this concept is very good. And it would be really great if more and more restaurants can do this concept. Thank you.
So as per your brand, that is Devarpan Foods, what do you think sustainability actually covers in your brand?
See, in Devarpan, we manufacture a lot of lot of food products like chips, namkeen, rings, puff, sweets. Especially in case of chips, we procure potatoes from local farm producers. We mark traceability from which farm it is coming, from which what are the batch details, what are the harvest date. So in this way, in Devarpan, we are very much using this concept farm to table.
So कितना टाइम हो चुका है इस सस्टेनेबिलिटी को मेंटेन करने में देवारपन फूड्स के
From
साथ?
last 7 years, we are running this company, and from the last 7 years, we are purchasing potatoes in this concept only.
So my next question will be from Mr. Nishant Tyagi. That is the millets a long-term culture shift and the temporary trends. Do you think कि millets is the faded trend or it is the going trend?
Hello. First of all, thank you so very much for giving me this opportunity to be the part of this event. And I mean, you rightly said, in both ways we can just work out on this thing. If you are just talking about the millers, that it's either in fade way or this way, I mean, you can just go ahead with both of the things.
Mr. Deepak Gupta, I also want to know the same question on your behalf कि आपको क्या लगता है कि millets is a faded trend or it's the ongoing trend?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm sure millets is the in thing today. It depends how you project in the market. In the restaurant line, we try selling a lot of stuff to the millet base. In our catering business, we are into catering business. We specifically design a menu which is millets-driven menu, and that counter is all millets-driven counter. So definitely, it's going to be in thing, which I feel.
As per your perspective, it will be ongoing trend.
Absolutely, it will be ongoing, and the future is this only.
Sure. Thank you so much. So my next question will be with Mr. Rakesh Garg. So according to you, do you really think that eco-friendly packaging be the financially sustainable for the smaller F&B businesses?
Actually, first of all, I will clear millet restaurants. Few millet restaurants are working in all over India, but they are especially for working for the millet food. They are preparing millet food, and as well as for the surplus, it was good. But farmers all over India are free. It is a very much complimentary by the government of India. Farmers can sell their paddy, either for the wheat paddy, either for the rice paddy. They are free to sell anywhere in the India. By that, it is a good compliment from the government of India from the long time. So, and as well as the packaged food.
The packaging of all the foods, do you really think sustainability covers the packaging food eco-friendly things?
Packaging food is not supporting to the health. I would not just recommend to use any packaged food in the day-to-day life. And it is also very much cost effective for the restaurant and for the house also, but it's not safe, never safe. So that I would not recommend for that, because packaging is not my task also. I'm in the arrangement. So that.
So do you want to add anything in that?
First of all, in the case of millets, so millets trend is very much sustainable because I think in the hunger index, I think Indian position is poorer than Bangladesh and Pakistan. So millets provide both nutritious food. It is very much necessary. Indian government is promoting it, and then other advantages with the millets is that it consumes it consumes very less water. Plus, millets can be grown without pesticides and chemicals. So it is very much essential. Secondly, coming to this thing, what sir said about the packaged food, I think, sir, if we have to increase the shelf life, then I think the packet food is very essential. I don't think it's substitute. It is, if there is any substitute for this. Sorry for this, but this
I
is the
think
hard
paper
fact.
packaging can also be the sustainability part.
But in coming days, you will see long-term perishable and just pet food. Your opinion is okay, I agree. But it's not be sustainable for long time. Never be good for the health. But required, it is necessary required, I agree.
Yeah, thank you. So next question with Mr. Deepak Gupta. So people are getting the responses from the market that this is natural, ये organic है, ये real है, ये इतना product इतना 100% organic होगा. तो what do you think? आपका क्या opinion है इसको लेके कि consumers को इस चीज़ के लिए confuse किया जा रहा है और actually products real और organic होते हैं?
I will not deny that product organic होते हैं या नहीं होते हैं, but organic product होते हैं मेरा हिसाब से, because the trend is changing. People are really looking for the organic stuff. It is a slow process because in the world of adulteration, the kind of food which we eat, it's a poison we are eating, which is available in the market. This is the, because of, in the name of organic, maybe they are changing. Some improvement will take place. I'm very hopeful. Improvement is required in our food industry because it's difficult for us to choose which is a great product, good for health, which is not good for health. Because in this adulteration world of raw material, it's a tough business we are in. For us, it is one of the most toughest job, what kind of raw material we are going to use and who we will rely to. But yes, because of organic, some trends are changing, people are going to come. Our government has to play a very important role in checking those people who are really doing, in the name of organic, they're selling non-organic stuff. That toughness has to come in from the government side. And from our side, I mean, as an entrepreneur, I would really like to see right kind of product we use in our as a raw material. We should use the right kind of product so that it, to the end user, we at least give some kind of contribution. So self-awareness amongst the entrepreneur is most important thing.
For the organic thing. Mr. Ishant Tyagi,
I
what's your
just wanted to
perspective?
add one more thing into this. See, these are just the marketing gimmicks. If you see, there are some brands who are using pure organic, they are using 100% organic. So first of all, as a consumer, we should supposed to see what exactly is 100% organic, because of, I believe everybody is agreed on the same point. Organic means it has to be certified. Till the time it's not properly certified through the guidelines, it's not going to be the 100% organic. There is a person I was just following a person on LinkedIn called Revant. I believe most of the people would be knowing into the food farmer industry. He is behind so many other companies like Dabur. He has basically sued those companies, and in reverse he has got he has go to the court also for such cases. But he is quite clear that we should understand as a consumer, till the time we are not reading the proper ingredients, we are not finding out. If we see, we are talking about 100% organic. If we see some, adulteration food is there, if there are some chemicals are there, the shelf life of the food is so long, then in that case we should understand it cannot be 100% organic. Moreover, there are so many other things, label Padhega India, this is one of the resolution kind of thing which is coming up from him. So we have to be aware of one point, that if somebody is claiming as in pure, organic or natural, we have to go through it, proper ingredients, we should supposed to see the licenses also.
Mr. Rakesh Garg, do you want to add anything?
मैडम, ये जो टॉपिक है ना ऑर्गेनिक का, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. मैं जस्ट फाउंडर ग्रुप में राइस वी आर डूइंग रिसर्च ऑन ऑर्गेनिक फूड. इसका कॉस्ट काफ़ी हाई है. The best quality rice we are selling about 125 rupees. If we are selling same organic rice, it would be around 350 to 400 rupees. Customer base बहुत कम हो जाएगा. Government की guideline बिल्कुल clear है. We need lot of research. We are doing that. We are investing in it. But organic rice, if we are able to give in large quantity, then it will be good for everyone. But it is very difficult in next 5-7 years. We can give large quantity in organic food. We can give in small quantity. Rice business, just I am considering the rice business is not a business, it is not a food, it is emotions connected with the more than half population of the world. 4 billion people are taking rice. So that एक particularly मैं आपको वैसे बता रहा हूँ, organic food संभव है, but it is too much costly. So that research is required. तो इसलिए ये implement हो नहीं पा रहा. In coming days expected है after 5 to 7 years, organic food will be available in more quantity in India.
And on the cheaper price?
Cheaper price is about 200 because cost of producing is too much high. Rice milling में तो बहुत fasting system हो गया, latest technology हो गई है. We are coming with the safest and latest product very soon. But organic food के लिए it will take time. But it's good for the everyone.
Because as per the market survey, ऐसा माना जाता है कि organic का price ज़्यादा होता है instead of the non-organic.
होती है अभी तो गवर्नमेंट की गाइडलाइन को मीटिंग और WHO की भी इसकी जो वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नाउ फॉर द राइस पर्पस 80 million people are diabetic. 230 are supposed to be diabetic if we going to the for the test तो वही है ना. हम लोगों में जब 80 लोगों को डायबिटिक है, टेस्ट करेंगे तो हो सकता है 50 को मिले. So that it is a very issue. Organic food is very much effective for the BP patient, sugar patient, but its cost is not. Research is required.
So organic product का sustainability से हम कैसे relate कर सकते हैं?
Organic है तो it will be sustainable, definitely. Shelf life तो राइस की वैसे बहुत लंबी होती है, तो राइस के कंसर्न में होता है. क्योंकि हम known the research पर, I'm personally involved with the organic. We are doing research for that.
Okay.
Giving very less quantity, but because cost is too much high. For agricultural model test, they are purchasing but quantity is very much less. But coming days, it might be in more quantity.
Because आपके राइस ब्रांड में ऑर्गेनिक चीज़ों का ज़्यादा रहना मैंने ऑब्जर्व किया है.
इस समय राइस को आप ऑर्गेनिक को लेके नहीं चले. इट शुड बी इन प्योर बासमती राइस. 95% people does not know what is a pure basmati rice. If you were saying pure basmati rice, your labeling is there, lab report is on the each packet. Rootman rice is just showing lab report on each packet. We have 62 brands under SKUs in one Rootman rice brand. So we are just mentioning the lab report on each bag. Pure basmati rice is very much effective for the everyone. It is not harmful at all. It is pure basmati. But organic is much more than that.
एंड क्लीनलीनेस के साथ हम ऑर्गेनिक को कैसे कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं? क्लीनलीनेस मतलब क्लीन ईटिंग होनी चाहिए.
That is the main issue. Cleanliness, harvesting, and storage system, so that everything should be, it should be pesticide free. If it is organic, if we are using pesticide, it is not organic. Lot of parameters I cannot explain on the table, so that we are researching on that. Pesticide is main issue. We should not be use pesticide in the rice. मेरे यहाँ बिल्कुल भी बहुत अच्छे मिल रहे हैं, वो नहीं यूज़. But in organic system, it is very much necessary. Pesticides should not be used.
Should not.
Storage system is very much important, so that cost could be high. Research is going on, so that quantity we cannot produce in large quantity organic food right now. Coming days, it's sure possible.
So what's your point of view about the
It's
same?
already set the context very well.
Thank
No
you.
need to add.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
सर माय नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. माय बेसिक मेरा कंसर्न यही होता है सस्टेनेबिलिटी को लेके कि मैं फूड वेस्टेज को रिड्यूस कैसे कर सकते हैं. कोई भी होटल या रेस्टोरेंट या कोई भी ब्रांड एफएमसीजी से रिलेटेड दैट कैन रिड्यूस दी फूड वेस्टेज.
मैडम, फूड वेस्टेज का ऐसा है कि बचपन से ये हैबिट होनी चाहिए. जितना लोग थाली में बेकार ना जाए ना लें, ये बच्चों को शुरू से हैबिट पड़नी चाहिए घर वालों को. एज वेल एज कंसर्न इन द restaurant people should maintain few parameters, just like FIFO in the raw material in the store, first in first out, as well as in the first cook first serve. And they should maintain the temperature inside the kitchen also. They can utilize the food. They should not be overestimated about the customer's health. They should produce, and ingredients is very much important. One ingredient should be used for the multiple dishes, so that raw material, if we are just saving food, it's a really respect to the hard worker of the farmers as well as to the chefs also. So temperature, overestimation, a few parameters we can utilize and we can save the food. 1% food saving means 3 to 4% extra profit on the restaurant.
Yes,
And discipline, menu card should be accordingly, and food safety is depend on the discipline inside the restaurant working in the immune system.
So we have a director of the global kitchen with us. तो उनका I think इनका question relatable है कि इनके बिजनेस में काफ़ी फूड वेस्टेज का ऑप्शन रहता होगा या इनको कंसर्न रहता होगा कि क्यों फूड वेस्ट इतना हो रहा है. हाउ यू कैन रिड्यूस इट.
See, the only way to reduce is the use of technology in our system. Number one. Number two, when you plan the menu has to be planned so well. So the wastage is taken into the consideration that we are going to, if you use this particular product, keep in the menu, the wastage will be more, or this product, the wastage will be less. That kind of menu planning has to be done. And I think that way to save the wastage is the use of best technology into the current restaurant scenario or the catering business.
Catering business. Mr. Nishant Tyagi, do you want to add
See,
anything?
as he rightly said about the menu planning, it's really very, very important role of a chef, of the kitchen people, how they are maintaining it, how they are doing it. So first of all, once it is a la carte system, then of course they know whatever the number of recipes they need to prepare. But apart from that, once it comes for the buffet part, that is the main key, whereas the food wastage is happening. So again, while the chef is designing the menu for the buffet, for the dinner buffet, for gala dinner, because of most of the wastage I believe goes from the buffet system.
I don't agree with it because I also feel very important when people come into the restaurant also, they tend to over-order. So they don't really think what is to be ordered so that they will finish whatever they have ordered. If you see in the restaurant business, 40-45% is consumed and 30-35% is waste.
Once we just figure out what's the calculation for the food cost, and while we are just figuring out what exactly is the food wastage coming up, so don't you agree upon the one point while it is the a la carte order through the restaurant, and once it is through the regular buffets which are running, if the dinner buffet is running, we just calculate 100 people are coming up, and we just estimate probably 10 or 20 people can add on into the buffet. So we, as a chef, needs to be maintain one particular thing, that how he is preparing the dishes so that the leftover should not be the pain, and he is not using that leftover for the next dishes, which generally happened in few of the cases, and I believe you also would have been observed it.
Definitely, you are true.
Mr. Arpan, you want to add anything in the same question? How you can reduce the food wastage?
I think better planning is required. Most important is better planning. If you plan well, the food wastage can be reduced.
Okay.
Technology and tradition would be the future for the saving the food. Technology use होनी चाहिए, tradition से taste आता है.
Tech-
Is also very important. Discipline inside the kitchen is very, protection of the customer is very important.
So habit and technology जो हमें बचपन से सिखाया जा रहा है and using the technology we can reduce the food wastage in the restaurants and hotels. So you are into the event management things also and the hotelier. You are the hotelier also. So in the hotel, what will be the process to reduce the food wastage?
So this is same thing. I mean, again, menu planning. See, everybody has talked about the same thing, that it is a planning. Planning means basically keeping one thing in mind, that if we are just making the menu, we are just, working out for that menu, we should supposed to work out on such a way that the food cost is also getting managed out of it. Apart from that, food wastage should not coming up. And it is again through the planning itself. There are so many various factors. If we just go into the depth, we need to understand why we are just keeping the leftovers for the next food, why we are just getting those leftovers and we are just not using it, we are just throwing it. So this is all about the food wastage, and again planning can just reduce the food wastage.
Sure, sir. So thank you for your time and patience. So we are ending this session, the panel discussion, and all the perspective that they shared. I think that will definitely help us to reduce the food wastage, to grow the farm to table things, to use the millets, and to know about more the sustainability thing and the new food revolution. So we can at least do the one thing in our habit, that the sustainability and reduce the food wastage will be the part of our habit. So thank you so much everyone.